Hey everyone, how are you going? As per usual, Goofy made us late. Had to go to toilet break. Anyway, guys, it's been a long week for myself. Went back to work. As you can see, no beard. I look like a whole new person. It's crazy. Man. Oh my goodness, it's out of control. All right, so a couple of quick public announcements, guys. We are running StreamRes in the back. It was requested, so we are running it. It'll pop up at streamres.com/tmendogs, and you can jump in and we'll be battling it out. So next week we've got Trav coming on. Super excited to have him. So definitely come next week for that. And we're also doing something a little special for MSF Roundtable episode 9, or the Halloween special. So the MSF crew are going to be dressing up. Doesn't have to be Marvel. We're just going to dress up in some form or another. Unfortunately, our man Dapper is going to be MIA. Everyone do a sad face. I said sad face. There we go. But don't worry, guys. We got the DJ Blitzing King, my boy Sage. He's going to be jumping on as a special guest. And then we've also got another guest, Venora, coming on too. So it should be really exciting.
Yeah, Ben.
Someone shaved. I did. I feel naked without it. It's so unfortunate. All right, guys, and we're going to throw in a little bit of music. Here we go. Someone requested. Look at that. We're slowly upgrading. I love it. All right, guys. So you know him as the pink-bearded MSF's own little pony. He's kind of dressed like Elton John. So we're super excited to have him on this show. Hey, the Pariah. What is going on, my friend? How you doing?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for the invite. Love that I'm here. I like how you took me 9 whole weeks to get me on. Thanks, I appreciate that.
He was one of the first ones I asked, but just due to life, obviously, it's been unfortunate.
I'm shy. I can't help it.
So tell us a bit about yourself, and where they can find
Pariah, a lot of people know me as Pony, just because all my game names are My Little Pony. I don't know why. It's just what it is. So I do a lot of different streamings: Marvel Strike Force, Avengers, Squadrons, Ghost Hunters, whatever I'm in the mood for, because it's all about entertaining me. But no, I'm more of a talker. I'm not, I can give you an analysis on the games or whatnot, but I'm more of a just talker. So I have fun. 920 some days in Marvel Strike Force, 8.7 million TCP. It's slowed down a little bit because I don't buy anymore. So, but I love the game, and thank you very much for letting me be here.
No, thanks very much for coming on. As said, he was one of the first guests planned, but life does get in the way. Our in-house kraken of MSF, the MSF crew, the king troll of PvP. He is now part of my alliance. It's not my alliance, but the alliance that me and Lex are in. He is always suave. I mean, can you look less suave, please, just once? My man, Dapper, how you doing, brother?
What's going on? So, I haven't gotten that much improvement on my main account. It's still a 9.3, but my alt account is 70K shy from 5 million. Finally beat the second node for Dark Dimension 3 on my alt account. And getting my Marauders slowly but surely to ISO 5. All I need is Emma Frost.
Oh, congratulations. That sounds pretty awesome. So MSF's community loud, foul-mouthed streamer, my boy Crayvis. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. This week, I got Big Crayvis over 4 mil finally. Made some progress in Doom campaign. I'm finally working on the 3 to farm Negasonic, but I'm still kind of a little ways away. And I have a usable Scream on both accounts, and I would recommend.
Another thing you would have noticed in the post that we have updated, Crayvis has updated his picture to really reflect who he is, especially in the MSF community. He is now Crayvis underneath the Deadpool mask. We love it. So definitely check out the poster next time. Some amazing stuff. And I believe your sister did the artwork?
Foxy. Foxy Moxie on Twitch. If you're all interested in checking out somebody who streams something a little bit different than Marvel Strike Force, but still has a little bit of a comedy aspect to it, you guys check her out. But she does do sometimes drawing streams where she'll work on emotes and stuff like that live on streams. So if you guys are into it, you guys check her out. But yeah, she drew that for me, and I was very appreciative.
Yeah, very fun. She does a lot of, we played like Fall Guys and stuff with her. But anyway, our in-house graphic artist, the goldfish with the fastest growing little big account, the people's most lethal streamer, Lex Lethal. We've taken you out of
my lethal friends. How's everybody doing?
We've taken you out of the naughty corner. You are now facing the rest of us. How
you
took
doing, me out brother? Of detention, finally. Yes, I'm doing well, guys. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Everything's been great. I finally finished DD2, man.
Congratulations.
Nice, man.
I got Ultron. So, yeah, now I'm just kind of... I actually have all 5-star Asgardians except for Hela. So I'm trying to get those villains nodes done so I can start farming Hela. And then I'm going to be unlocking all these legendaries. Star-Lord, Invisible Woman, Magneto... Black Bolt, I'm ready for all of them. So yeah, it's been good, man.
Congratulations.
I just hit 1.5 million too.
So how, just to quickly go on that, how close are you to finishing the second run?
The second run for what?
For Dark Dimension 2.
Oh, I still have 4 hours for refresh. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, too easy.
Yeah.
You mean Ultron gets more stars? That's neat.
yeah. I'm still waiting for refresh. I just did it, just did it.
Congratulations anyway, brother.
Thanks, man.
The Clown Prince of MSF. Check him out on YouTube for some really good advice. He's pumped out a lot of videos this week. Some really good stuff there. My man, Goofy. What is going on, brother?
What's going on, y'all? I'm chilling. So this week was a good week. Not really. So yeah, I mean, we're kind of struggling. We're kind of struggling with some gold here. Gold has been a bottleneck for us. We started Dark Dimension 3, I think, last week. And we started Node 3 on Sunday. We're about halfway through. And probably a few more weeks before we're actually able to complete Dark Node 3 right now. Jesus God, that node is horrible. So yeah, it's just not going well. But listen, baby account right now. We got some milestones coming up, baby. So on Monday, we're going to be getting our 6-star Star-Lord. We're going to be starting Dark Dimension 1. We're about 192 days in, I think, on that account right now. So we're going to be starting Dark Dimension 1. Hopefully, when it won't be as long, and we'll be able to go into Dark Dimension 2 as soon as we possibly can. You know, we already have a team mentally set up already for Dark Dimension 2, which is Star-Lord, Minerva, Invisible Woman, SSM, and probably Hela or Carnage. That's probably what we're thinking about right now. Pretty much basically Star-Lord, Minerva, and Invisible Woman, and then the other two don't really matter. So we're looking up and up, you know, in regards to how, you know, that's gonna work out for us there. And then we're gonna be unlocking some other legendaries too. Invisible Woman's coming around. We're gonna be unlocking that legendary. You know, we're gonna be unlocking, you know, Magneto too as well after that. So we're doing pretty well, you know, as far as where that is concerned. On the main account, we're trying to work on some war offense teams right now. So because we extended so many resources into Dark Dimension 3 characters, now we are kind of just circling back and making sure that we're working on our war offense teams now and trying to be a good alliance member here.
Yeah, very nice.
That's it.
That's good. The unofficial leader of the Horsemen. Please, can I get an A in the chat if you think he should be Apocalypse for the Halloween special? Sorry. The PvP tournament champion, my boy, who never, ever sleeps. He did a 24-hour stream, the crazy man, after last week. Nietzsche.
What's up? How's everyone doing?
What's up?
Haven't had a lot of accomplishments this week. Typically been focusing on finishing off my teams with ISOs to level 3. Got Zemo, got Magneto this week, so that was nice. Other than that, really not much has happened. I'm working on a PvP tier list, which I should be releasing this weekend. That's about it.
Awesome. The streamer that brought us all together, the streamer with the biggest threats but the best hugs, it's my man Xero365. What is going on, brother? We got your name right this week.
He
It's
was
going
like,
great. I mean, actually, I just beat the Note 7 of DD3.
Congratulations.
Earlier yesterday. I didn't have any difficulty with it. I did a 200 IQ move and brought Emma into DD3 to solve all my issues. So if you're not doing it, well, you're doing it wrong then, baby. I don't know, man. Other than that, I mean, we hit back to back U7. We got U7.1, 2, and 3 done. We are in U7.4, and it is terrible. It's actually a pretty big punch up now. Other than that, dude, we're pretty much done this week.
That's awesome, bro. Of course, I'm the only men dogs. It's been a pretty good week for me. So we got Gear 14, Phoenix. I've got now 3 tier 4s on her. The only one I'm missing is obviously her basic. Probably not the most important for that Dark Dimension 3. I am 1 piece away from Carnage, from getting the gear, and then I'm ready for Dark Dimension 3. So pretty exciting stuff. As far as legendaries that are coming up, I'm actually pretty good to get a 6-star for every single legendary now. So I'm doing the same as Goofy. I'm now working towards, because as I said, I've pretty much got my Dark Dimension, I've got my raid team done. I'm now working towards those attack teams and defense teams for war. Currently, the X-Men team I'm working on to get into that Doom campaign, and then I'll be pushing forward to probably I'll be doing Marauders next, and then I'll be moving into Inhumans. So pretty exciting stuff there. So guys, we're going to kick off with the news. It's been a relatively quiet week. I wouldn't say it's been super busy, but we're going to kick off with She-Hulk. So she's out. Some people have bought her. Obviously the Blitz is currently going at the moment. Has anyone in the MSF crew, or Pariah yourself, obviously, has anyone actually bought her, or has anyone actually seen her in war? How is she going? And then Nietzsche, I'll leave you at the end because I want to see if you've seen her at PvP and what she brings to the table for PvP. So, Pariah, have you had any experience with She-Hulk?
I have not had any experience with She-Hulk. Our alliance, we just hit Platinum for war, so we're going to see them. We do have a couple of the big whales, 13 million TCPs in our alliance, and they do have a She-Hulk, and they get quite a few defensive wins. Mm-hmm. I did not buy them just because I don't see the value of cost for a team you don't use, and you don't get to see what you put into it.
Yeah. That's a fake call.
The people that have them said they like her,
mm-hmm.
but, I don't know. So I'm actually blitzing for the first time in a long time because I gotta get her. But then I gotta wait because I need to save my bios for the next character.
Anti-Venom, we'll talk about him.
Anti-Venom. Yes.
Ooh, I'm super pumped. To quickly speed this up, put your hand up, guys, and we'll go to you if you've either bought her or your mates have actually got her and are actually pretty happy with her. Xero is super upset. Look at him. All right, so this is probably one of the rare characters that we haven't actually been keen on. I know next week we're going to be talking a lot about Anti-Venom. I think we're all who is actually buying Anti-Venom. Put your hand up. Two accounts, right? So, Nietzsche, as I said, so I've heard some good things that, people have, obviously she's doing pretty good with war. Lex was telling us before that they are doing pretty well in defense. What was it, 100 punch down, I think?
So, yeah, there was, I want to say a 650K Fantastic Four team with She-Hulk instead of the Thing punching down to a 510K Marauder team. And the Fantastic Four team didn't lose anybody either.
So, look, everyone's worked on their everyone's been working on their Nemours for so long that it's probably not such a big one to chase down. Nietzsche, how are you finding it in war, obviously?
So, in war, I did the first war with her before I got scolded for using her because we're not supposed to. I did get a win on that team. She was only about 35k with the rest of my F4 total team, probably about 400k.
Yep.
And so I got a win. But what we typically use F4 for is with Ultron against Marauders. So we have basically instructed our people not to use it. I don't think it's it's not like the next best thing for defense. So using the F4tron on offense is probably the better choice. As for PvP, I've used her a couple times, but mainly just messing around. I think she's a decent character in PvP, but more so in some of the more restrictive PvP rules or just kind of messing around. She's fine. She's not that great.
Yeah, fair enough. And now we'll move on to because we've talked a lot about She-Hulk and stuff like that. So this post came out today. Insomniac's wanted. Obviously, there is on the Marvel Strike Force website. So there's a couple of new orbs, a couple of new events. You know, we've got the Wake and Nightmare event coming with some gold, some gear, with a whole bunch of milestones as orbs. Pariah, with bonus events too. You know, the double train modules that are coming. The Rain Frenzies, which is reducing the cost by 20% for raid energy, heals, and revives, as well as the Re-Energize, which is the more campaign energy for keeping it 50 cores for 24 hours. What are your thoughts about this upcoming event, Pariah?
Hopefully it's going to be something good. They've had some very good events in the last couple months, and they've had some blah, but they've had a lot more better events than they've had a year ago. So I'm excited about it. There seems to be a lot of ways to earn Anti-Venom besides just buying. So I like that feeling. The blitz part of not raising your cores doesn't really do much for me because I'm not much of a blitzer anymore.
Sorry, no,
other than that,
for the campaign.
I think it's
that's
good.
For the campaign. Yeah.
The campaign? Okay.
Yeah, for the campaign.
But other than that, I think it's good. I think it's nice to see so many different things going on, and it'll be, hopefully, it's just not very glitchy.
Yeah, we can only hope. Otherwise, you know what? As a lot of my mates are happy with it, especially if it doesn't affect them, they get free stuff, right? Goofy, summing up the Wake and Nightmare. What are your thoughts about that for, you know, obviously the Anti-Venom and the bonus events and stuff?
Yeah, so my quick observation, honestly, was, they're giving you a lot of options for you to be able to get Anti-Venom shards. I think they're being quite generous. They've been quite generous with Scream too. You know, in all honesty. So, you know, the only part about it is, as an early game player, I look at it from this perspective of, you can get Scream pretty easily. You know, because I got her in my baby account. I didn't buy her. You know, I just got her in the baby account. And you're gonna be able to probably get Anti-Venom too if you have the right characters. It's a pretty wide, assortment of who you can use. But then, what if you don't have SSM? So is that team even really worth it at that point? That's just my only kind of drawback to that whole thing. Like, early game players can get Venom, Anti-Venom, they can get Scream. But if you don't have SSM, then that's some moot point. So I like the options of players being able to get them and how easy they're making Anti-Venom, but I feel like you gotta look at the aspect of, okay, well, if you don't have SSM, like, this is not worth it, or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that.
Well, I'm interested to see. We talked about last week about the seasonal. So maybe, you know, Symbiote Spider-Man will be easier for newer players to get once they bring in the seasonal milestones. So, but yeah.
Well, he's farmable. You know, you gotta keep in mind that in the milestone orb, he's farmable.
So is Yo-Yo and Minerva,
just got-
apparently.
Yeah, I just got
Also, there's a
10
couple
of his
things you gotta
shards.
keep in mind. The only thing Symbiote Spider-Man has turned that team into a super auto raid team. Like, Carnage still makes them a very viable arena offense. You'll get through any villain's node you want to try with them. Like, with just the three of them, right?
Yeah. You gotta have at least Venom there though, because you know
Right.
Scream
Mhm.
Scream doesn't give the
But-
speed up without them being at least three.
But something
other symbiotes.
else that they always do when they do these events is they'll always throw you 10 Symbiote Spider-Man shards, and they'll always throw you probably 10 Yo-Yo shards, and sometimes they'll toss you Minerva shards because they're the really hard to get characters, and they're usually middle to back half of the milestones, so it's not that tough to get them, even if you have a hard time maxing your Blitz milestones. For young accounts who almost got Symbiote Spider-Man, that could like be killer. You just have to kind of be on the lookout for times like that when they give you those 10 shards here and there, and you'll have it unlocked before you know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully for Christmas they do what they did in July. They gave us Minerva shards. Hopefully the Symbiote Spider-Man, that'd be pretty rad. Nietzsche, your thoughts and opinions of this Waking Nightmare?
I mean, I really don't have a lot of knowledge on it. From what you guys have said, it sounds like it's, pretty generous. I am debatable on how generous it is. Yes, we can probably all get him. But it's not clear to me.
Well, I'll probably still buy a pack, but if I can save some money and be able to get him 5-star, I'd be pretty happy with that. Xero, your thoughts?
I'm more of like the middle side. The event's good, but I'm gonna drop 100 bones on stream, and then I'm gonna give it back to the streamer. Oh, not the streamer, but I'm gonna give it back to the subs, and I'm gonna give them an offer, but I'll let them fight for that one. I don't know. I mean, we're all gonna get it at this point, so I'm getting
tool
there
on Zero's channel. I'm checking that shit.
Yeah, so
right.
if you guys don't know,
I'm coming in, bro.
If you guys don't
Right.
know, Xero is running a promotion. If you guys are a subscriber, a paid subscriber to Xero, he is doing a raffle for a pack of Anti-Venom. So yeah, definitely check him
Stop
out.
telling people.
Dapper, what do you
I
think?
thought I was one of two. I had a 50-50 chance.
Only want 3 people there.
Alright,
Dapper.
so before I even touch to this, can you scroll all the way up until you see Anti-Venom?
On what?
On this
On the
blog post.
blog.
Blog post, yeah.
Yeah, I've done that, yeah.
Well,
He looks like he's really opening
when
his
they
mouth for it.
first came up with this,
Mm-hmm.
they had Proxima Midnight in there with them. Now, it was funny because Roman X was going through it, and when they announced the Black Order character that was going to be released, they didn't have no Proxima Midnight. They had Corvus Grave. So I just wanted to touch on that they had to change it because they were saying one thing, but they were showing something else. So for me, I took it as them playing the trick on us since it's Halloween event. Saying, "Oh yeah, look at this beautiful picture of Proxima Midnight," but you're not gonna get her. You're gonna get Crayvis. Like, you're not gonna get something that you really want. You want to get what we give you.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to touch on that aspect. Now, yes, this seems like we're going to be getting a lot of Anti-Venom shards, and it's great. But now some of the people are going to be struggling with the bio gear because it seems like this whole month they've been focusing on characters with bio gear. That's the reason why I skipped on She-Hulk. Now, the issue with that is that they're trying to put a little panic on people, saying, okay, you had now that you have Anti-Venom, you had to spend money to gear him up.
Mm.
You had to spend money to get him up level. So it's a little deceiving in a way, at least the way how I feel, until we don't get to try it out to see what's going on, like, how this really gonna work out. I'm really looking forward for that. And also, we touched on it earlier, how you get to get 10 shards. I wonder which character you're gonna be able to then bring to 5-star red stars with that event, because normally they do have the 5 red star events, and a lot of times it's the character that will really hinder you if you get it to 5 red stars.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to be cautious about that as well.
Lex.
Yeah, so for players like me, for beginning players, any rewards are great. They all come in handy, but I'm kind of going to touch on what Goofy said. Like, if you don't have Symbiote Spider-Man, and a lot of newer players that are 1 million and under, pretty much might not or don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really going to do you any good, unless you have them all together. Fortunately, I do or whatever, but and as far as the rewards for Anti-Venom goes, I'll see how good they are first before I decide if I really want to wail on him or not. It's kind of going to depend on that. I'm going to try and be a little bit patient and see what happens. And so, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know where I'd be. Dolphin, maybe sometimes a blubbery dolphin, but I'm always happy for new event stuff, right? Not super happy if I just have to spend 7 hours blitzing, but there is a lot of good parts. So I was talking about this in my stream too. Now that I've got all the legendaries, I'm moving into getting those war teams up, and I'm really enjoying war now as well. So yeah, I'm happy that they've got a whole bunch of stuff, right? If you look at through all the orbs, and people watching home, you can see it's not just blitz focus. There is one part for blitz, but there's also raids and stuff like that. And it looks. We don't know what it looks like, but it looks like there is a good opportunity for people to get Anti-Venom free to play, at least unlocked, and then obviously. Those whales and stuff are going to have that 5, maybe 6-star, and that's going to give them the advantage. And symbiotes at the moment are already absolutely carving it. So I'm interested to see how that 5th one comes along. And I'm interested to see in PvP how Anti-Venom is, operates and stuff like that. Obviously, he's going to be very tied to Symbiote Spider-Man. We talked about before, Symbiote Spider-Man is definitely the crux of that team. But hey, we'll see what happens. But look, free stuff, right? Abs in the chat. He always loves it. He loves it when they're like, "Oh, here's free stuff," and he's like, "Didn't even know that was an issue." But yep, sweet, thanks. Moving on, moving on, and we're gonna to sort of condense sort of things. So the time, is so Arena Store. We talked about before. Corvus is coming to the Arena Store. 500 shards or credits for him. That's, I think we're only missing Proxima, as well as, who's the other one? Cull? Yep, that's it. Cull. And then obviously Thanos is farmable at the moment, and so is, he's not farmable, but he's a legendary as Maul. So, and we've got a couple of upcoming Blitz. So we've got the Scientist Supreme coming up, and obviously the She-Hulk the second time around. And then Star-Lord is coming. We talked about it last week, so we're not going to go into too much about Star-Lord specifically. But yes, he is coming. There's some double drops. So Pariah, how are you feeling about the Corvus coming to Arena? Where do you think Cull and Proxima are going to be farmable? Are you happy with Scientist Supreme? And do you really care that you can double farm Yondu, Ravager, Bruiser, and Groot?
I still need Black Order, so I'm happy that Crayvis is coming to
Crayvis is coming.
The Arena Store. Cole will probably end up in Blitz, and then of course the one everybody wants, Proxima, will end up in the War Store. Is my guess. farming double character, no, doesn't mean anything to me. Now, my baby account, if I was still playing it, it would mean a lot. Just because you might as well keep raising your characters up, even if you don't really plan on using them.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides Maw and Thanos, the rest of my Black Order team is all 5 or 6 stars, so I need them.
No, I agree. And to get Star-Lord, I actually used Yondu as well. So don't forget, guys, you can do Guardians and Ravagers. Hopefully, we get Taserface.
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 We just watched that. Don't forget Marvel Monday Movie Madness. Yeah, we just watched that on stream. It was funny, dude.
And I tuned in just at that
Just
part
at the right
as
time.
well. I was like, oh my
Make
god,
sure,
it's the best
make sure
part!
you tell them Taserface.
Wait, what?
Goofy. So, Corvus coming to Arena, the blitzes and the double drops. What are your feelings on those 3 subjects?
So let's tackle the double drops first. Whatever. I mean, cool. Great. I mean, I might farm Groot just for the sake of I can try to get him closer to 7 stars, but I mean, I'll gladly tap 5 times and get 0 shards. So we'll far from there. In regards to the upcoming blitz, I actually might blitz a little bit for Scientist Supreme, but then with the other blitzes coming, I'm kind of thinking, whatever, this is gonna be another wash for me too as well. I'm just like, whatever, man, because I'm gonna be going ham no lettuce on trying to get the rewards or whatever for Anti-Venom. So there's no possible way I'm gonna be doing that. But in regards to Corvus going to the arena store, I understand that we need to farm Corvus, but everybody really wants to farm Cole. When the hell are we getting Cole? Like that's what's my only question. Corvus for me right now is at level 60, gear tier 10, 6664. He's probably gonna stay there for a while. My Cole is at 71, gear tier 12, and only at 41k because I only have 3 stars on him. When the hell can I farm Cole? That's what I'm concerned about. I don't care about anything else. Now, I really think that 2 options.
Yeah.
He's either going to go in the Doom campaign or he's going to go into the War store. Those are my only 2 options. I think Proxima is probably going to go into either the Blitz store or the Raid store, in my opinion.
Yeah, cool. Awesome, man. Nietzsche, same questions. Arena, blitzes, and going nowhere. What do you think?
I really don't have a lot to say about this. I kind of want to hear what Crayvis has to say. He's got a little bit, I've already got a developed roster.
Yeah.
Cole, yes, I do want to see him. Preferably not in the War store, in a different store. But I think Crayvis, with his 2 accounts, I like to see what he's got to say about it.
Well, they already told
not
you.
Yet. There's an order. 0. 0, what are your thoughts, buddy?
He got him. It's not me this time. It's him. So I
sounds here. Or duck sounds. I'm sorry.
I know you
You
sleep
gonna
at
pay for
night.
that?
So I pretty much hit it with and I told him, like, we went over it, and what makes more sense is like, all right, Corvus is going to Arena. Proxima, definitely Raid. Cole, War, and obviously Thanos, he's got his campaign area. So, I mean, that seems like the most sense to me. But, we're going to have to see where they take it, But if you see this on YouTube, and like everyone else in the stream, they're like, Xero was right. He knows everything. He's probably a dev or in the Envoy. We got to follow him.
I bet that's exactly what they're thinking right now, Xero.
Dapper, I know you, because you've got 2 accounts, obviously. Same question to you.
So, Cole is the most valuable for the Black Order. So they're not going to give him up that easy. I think Doom is too far away. So the other guess is War. in Proxima Midnight. I feel that since we already got a character on Blitz with the high drop, then she will go to most likely to the raid. So that's what I'm thinking about that.
All right, Crayvis.
All right. Now, I'm only going to interweave the F-bomb like 14 times in this response just because there's going to be a lot of quack sounds and I'm going to really enjoy it. But Dapper's pretty much right because everybody needs Cole. I've got a 3-star Cole too, just like Goofy does. Lex got a 3-star Cole too. I've got him sitting at level 70. He wants all that gold bio gear, and he's not getting it because my symbiotes need it. So I've got him just about as strong as I can get him without taking him up like 75 or something, and his counters still do nothing. So that's the one they're going to shove in the War Store to compete with your X-23s that you're trying to work out for your Doc Ox and your Sifs that you're maybe trying to finish so you can get Black Bolt done and get Hujima what's it's done. Ebony Maw, because you have to have a 7-star Black Bolt to finish an Ebony Maw, right?
Yeah.
So it's just gonna stretch already thin resources, and it's not gonna be great, especially for newer rosters that are really like, all right, so I'm gonna have to pick specifically which ones I want, unless they institute some kind of a war orb that's sort of akin to Blitz orbs and Raid orbs in value. You can drop maybe 1,000 currency and get 7 to 9 shards. Like, that would be okay. Just a random pull out of there. There's minions and there's garbage in there too, and you're going to get a ton of them, but at least there would be a way to farm everything at once and not just blow your currency on gear because they took away all of our orbs, but that's another story entirely.
All right, so Lex, I think you have the smallest account. So obviously, do you have Black Order? Is my first question, and then
so interestingly enough, I was gonna say, I agree with what they're all saying. I was lucky enough to land 100 Call Obsidian shards on a Mega Orb, and that's how I unlocked him. Yeah, and so and I do actually have Proxima and Corvus Glaive as well. And then and Thanos as well too. Thanos I think I have 4 stars, but it's good that I'll be able to farm them, but right now they're not a main concern of mine. I have other concerns that are more a main concern of mine right now. So it's cool, I'm gonna work on it. And interestingly enough about the Groot, the 2 times Groot thing, I almost have my Guardians to 6-star for Star-Lord, so I might try to go a little hard on that, but we'll see. So yeah.
Just remember, as was alluded to in chat by Weapon 13, 2 times 0 is still 0.
Still 0. So as you can see, we're having a technical issue. We've lost Dapper on video, and so now I'm Lex. Mendox is Nietzsche. Crayvis is still Crayvis though. He's the only one that stayed the same. Dapper's
nobody wants to be branded with that Crayvis name.
Yeah, we got him back. We got him back.
Yay!
Hey, I'm Mendox.
Look, so there's not too much that I can say. I'm pretty much in the same camp. So I do have the entire Black Order. But obviously, Cull is definitely the one that you want probably the highest red stars on, excluding Thanos and excluding, obviously, oh, no, we're out again. Excluding Thanos and excluding Maw too, right? So I'd be interested to see where they put him. I think, War, because he is such a staple in that team, I think he's just going to be a bit harder to farm, though I do like Crayvis' one. The blitzes, cool. Science Supreme, she's pretty important for the aim Tron, which is what I'm using. So, Ultron and aim. And then Star-Lord double drops, cool. Yeah, getting to 7-star takes ages, so whatever. The last part of the note the post was recurring milestone update. So they were talking about removing the milestone orb fragments and replacing them with basic T1 ISO orb fragments. Starting with the MO1, they've obviously decided against that because people are like, whoa, we need Symbiote Spider-Man. So they're going to update with us with that one. Yeah, pretty much don't have too much on that. So guys, we do have a new segment. Rumor has it. Look, we're just going to be talking. Look, you can post on my Discord. We'll talk about it next week. We're just having a bit of fun with this. So I'm going to open it to the floor. People are going to say any rumors. Look, I don't know if they're true. Who cares? We're having some fun, right, guys? So does anyone have a rumor for us? What's happening in MSF? Crayvis. Sorry, put his hand up first.
Go ahead, buddy.
I heard something dirty
Ooh.
and nasty
I heard
and
something
disgusting
dirty
from somebody who was not trustworthy, informed, or anything else. But it sounded credible enough and infuriating enough to the player base in general to actually happen, which was they might release 3 other characters for the Quantum team, such as Ghost. There was somebody else they mentioned, and then a 5th that there might be. Could be like the Dr. Pym or something like that. And then they might be required for a Black Knight. As I said, didn't hear this from anybody informed or anything of that nature, but it sounds really dirty because I don't want to gear Ant-Man and I don't want to farm Wasp.
Be ready.
Lex, buddy.
It's been a rumor for a couple months.
Yeah, so me and you were actually talking about this, Mendogs. Morbius and Blade may be coming in the near future sometime. So yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Blade's a pretty cool character. I've always enjoyed the movies with Wesley Snipes, and so yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. And also, did Morbius came out already, right? The movie?
No, it's been pushed back.
No, it's coming out. There's a Morbius movie coming out.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty good, dude. So yeah, that would be cool. I'd be excited to see those characters.
Yeah, no, I'd be pretty pumped. Does anyone else have any juicy rumors? Pariah was...
rumor. I don't know if it's a rumor, but MSF.GG, I was reading up on Anti-Venom. And an interesting assist counter.
Oh yeah.
Lead for 1 turn and apply the opposite of 1,000 random positive effects on this character to the primary target.
I'm
That's a lot of effects.
I'm wailing crazy on that. Hey, nobody's stopping you.
That's a juicy rumor.
Yeah, I don't know, but
hopefully that. So we've got one in there, Rogue and Gambit for Valentine's event. So hopefully that could be a thing. The Blade Legendary Toon, yeah. So Underdog says in chat, the Blade Legendary Toon, that was, I believe, covered by Torna this week. So we'll have to see how that goes. We've lost Dapper now. Xero is
Dapper now.
Dapper.
Well, unfortunately, hey, look, I'll say this for him. I will say this for him. He does not have a computer. He is basically trying to do everything from a tablet and a phone. So,
Yeah,
but he does have one coming. Like he's got it ordered. It's just the shipping around the world has been a little delayed due to a certain pandemic or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Fake.
So guys, post on my Discord if you have any rumors. Look, don't really care. It's just a bit of fun, so obviously don't take it with it's always a grain of salt. But yeah, that's rumor has it for this week. And
rumor we did not talk about.
Oh, okay, rumor.
A membership fee, or what do they call it in these type of games, where you can buy and as you do
like a perk
quest, you
pack or
earn.
something.
I kind of remember what they call it. Don't sit there and act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I can't think of what the word is. Call it fake news.
What do you mean, Pariah?
There you go.
Subspeed.
Yeah,
Did the tie-dye
Battle
go
pass,
inside
battle
your
pass.
head,
Battle
sir?
pass. Thank
battle
you.
pass.
Yes,
A
there's a
battle
rumor
pass.
of a battle
A
pass
season
coming
pass or a battle pass.
on the supposedly on the 5th. You know, they've even named the date.
Wow, that's a juicy rumor. I'd be interested to see.
Mhm.
So, what is that? So, let's follow this rumor a little bit, right? Because we're having fun, right? So, is this meant to be so I can play the game I'm going to pay this? Or is this so I can get, like, better drops or something? November 5th, patch day. New rumor.
Well, on Disney Sorcerer's Arena, when you sign up for their season pass or their battle pass or whatever, and Zero's wife would know this, you get you have like an extra tier of rewards that you get. So you have your daily rewards, and then you have your season pass rewards that you get, and they're much better rewards.
So you can do most of them do a battle pass for free, or you can pay and you get additional rewards on top of the free reward.
It's a scam. Don't do it.
It's a scam.
It's like so pretty much it's like $35. So you get the battle pass, and then I think you can get like what we take for granted is on MSF we're allowed × 3 speed, but on DSA if you want × 3 speed you have to pay $10 extra.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Really?
whole different ball
Yeah.
game.
Wow.
But they only the maximum they give you is 2 times speed, and it's so slow. It's
Oh,
terrible.
I'd cut somebody.
Yeah.
I'd cut somebody. Mm-mm.
Oh, wow.
I just hope if they do it,
It's
I just
terrible.
hope they bring it to where if you buy the advanced battle pass later, you get all the rewards from the back, so you can actually see how far you get and then buy it if you want those extra rewards.
Yeah.
Versus you have to buy it to see what we're going to give you.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I played Marvel. It's like League of Legends, Marvel Arena or something, and they've got a battle pass as well. So I haven't bought it. I'm hoping that it's kind of so. I mean, there's a lot of skins and stuff that you get for free. Obviously, this game doesn't have skins, but yeah, I'll be interested to see if that actually comes out. Hopefully not. But anyway, hey, this is rumor has it. Don't worry about it, guys. Probably all trash, fake news.
Fake news. Trevor Noah, fake news.
All right, guys. So we're going to move on to the main chat. So this week we're going to be talking about two topics. One is we're just going to do a quick update on the ISO 8. Just quick opinions. Remedex has done a lot of YouTube videos, so definitely check him out on YouTube. He's been doing a lot of videos about, I believe it was Namor was the specific target that he was talking about where deflect stops crits, so then you're not given that vulnerability. So ISO, just give me a quick snapshot. We'll go around through everyone. Everyone's still stuffed around, but Pariah, what are your thoughts about ISO 8?
A huge fan of it. I think it was enjoyable when it first came out.
Yeah.
But the crunch of getting the material, the ISO 8s themselves are pretty easy. The currency to level them up is pretty bad, and I don't think that the value of going above level 3 is worth it.
Yeah. I'll get to my point in a bit. Dapper is obviously left. I've seen the chat. Everyone's like, fix them. It'll take ages to fix the videos. Hopefully he comes back.
That shit does look funny, Zero.
I don't know why Zero's got both.
Podcast form. Zero is just trying to kill me is what's happening. So that's what it is.
So we'll move on to Crayvis. What are your thoughts still
I feel
about
like I haven't
ISO 8?
studied. Wait, what are we doing?
Wait, what are we doing?
We're talking about ISO 8, quick snapshot of how you
ISO
feel
8.
about ISO 8. Yeah.
Quick, what do you think,
yeah,
man? What do you
I'm
think
still-
about them real fast?
I'm still kind of digging them. I've got most of both usable rosters, at least one ISO 8 one, and I'm trying to take symbiotes on both of them to about 4, and I'm trying to take Black Order on Big Crayvis to 4 as well to kind of give them enough extra. But man, that jump from 4 to 5 is a lot of ISO currency, and I just keep looking at that going, maybe we'll find that later, but we can't find it now. So it's just going to be a later problem, and that's when we're going to deal with it.
All right, Lex, which according to the thing is me. Hey, Lex, what are you feeling about ISO?
So for players like me, it's cool because it helps give you access to content that normally maybe you wouldn't have access to. Raids you do better on that maybe normally you wouldn't do as good on, Blitz, Arena, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think that it could, I think that the end game for MSF is kind of getting out there. I'm hearing about GT 15 and level 80, and now we got level 5 ISOs, and so the hustle and the grind is real, and especially when you're where I'm at. So that aspect of it, is always kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Exhausting to look at.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're all right. I'm not upset with them or anything. So
cool. Goofy.
Yeah, I'm enjoying them. A point that was actually brought up last night on Reminex's stream was that from Don Satori, by the way, was that the aspect of theory crafting is kind of not true, because it would have been cool if you could get to level 3 and then if you could say, okay, I'm gonna take this person is nice as a raider when I use them with this team, and then I can then move them now to a striker because they're better as striker with this team, or they're better as a skirmisher with this team. Unfortunately, you don't really have that option, and at level 1, you're really kind of only getting like the base value of what they're actually doing. So in reality, it's just like it's not really that. The theory crafting aspect is not that great, but on another note, it is making certain things like U7 much easier. It's making Arena much easier. It's making other content much easier. War is a little bit easier, but the theory crafted aspect of it is a little underwhelming.
Yeah. Nietzsche.
So I'll agree that the theory crafting is underwhelming. I wouldn't say it's not there. For example, it's like Emma. She does great with the striker tag, with her Marauder team. Outside of that, yeah, you probably want to do the healer tag or healer class. So I do think there are certain characters that have a team-based class that they're better with. I know from a PvP perspective, I'm going to be doing a PvP tier list, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of healer classes just as a default, because that's kind of that default class. If you don't have anything for it, go healer.
Yeah.
But overall, I do like the ISOs. It's better than I thought it was going to be, and obviously it's making U7 easier. I am curious on what they're going to do for it on our enemy teams in the near future.
Yeah, 100%. Xero, while you're exchanging yourself with your hand movements, what are yours? What is your ISO 8 sort of opinion?
Not just himself.
Now that we've had a couple of weeks.
So definitely it's more of like a patient kind of thing you're gonna have to deal with, unless you're, I'm just gonna shout out Thunderbird. That man took the whole Black Order and he just rammed them with ISO 8, which kudos to him. But for ISO 8, the thing is, it's almost like the Avengers, right? We all played it. At least some of us played it. We beat the campaign, but now we burnt each other. We burned ourselves out with that game. So now it's like, all right, we're taking a break for a second, But if we go really hard on ISO 8, now it's like, okay, well, now it's there. It's no longer a grind, which I understand. People have disposable income. But for me, I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying the ISO 8, With the isotopes, obviously that's a crunch. I know we talked about it where it was like, hey, like, you can't take that event away because that's what gives us, three ISO 8s or whatever the case is to be able to put into the the character. But I mean, I'm just enjoying the grind. It's just, take it day by day with it and then move on.
Yeah, and so I agree. So I've got my raid team, my reading team, and my Dark Dimension 3 guys all up to level 3, and then I've stopped. And I'm taking the same sort of thing. I'm just chilling, right? Far out. All right, yeah. So and my overall opinion is I'm still enjoying it. Yes, the theory crafting is probably not huge, but I do like the options that it gives. But it definitely is at that level 5. It's not at that level 1, as Goofy mentioned. It's definitely not that. So we're going to move into something we were going to talk about last week to finish off the main topics, but the PvP scene, right? So the very first, and the reason I want to bring this up is because I think the PvP in game is it's fine. There's a lot of issues with it. Sometimes I think it's bots actually playing. Like, they've got Ultron, but no team that would actually be able to get through Ultron, through Dark Dimension 2. And it's really funny to have Pariah on this, talking about this, because the very first PvP community tournament, so this is when I started streaming, was actually run by the Pariah. That's where I met Xero. I think the community-based PvP tournaments are absolutely amazing. You get to, meet all these new people. You're all doing through Discord and stuff. And I'm going to leave Nietzsche last because, he is the PvP king. But Pariah, how are you feeling with the PvP scene? Not only how the game deals with it, through milestones and stuff like that. The automatic one, but also the actual PvP scene itself.
I'll be honest, I have not PvP'd for probably a month and a half. I was more of a fan of, when I first started doing PvP, I did limitations where you couldn't just go in and pick, whoever you wanted. There was like rules to it. So I enjoyed that. But the classic and the balance doesn't really do much for me. But then again, maybe I just picked the wrong teams and I suck at it. So, I mean, I do it once in a while with viewers or friends, but other than that, I don't go in and fight anybody.
That's fair call. We do a lot of PvP on my channel, and actually, I did kind of steal your. I loved it where you had those limitations, like only guys, only girls, and all that stuff, because it really brings out new teams that you just. It's not the same meta teams like when you're actually doing like a tournament.
And it did teach you more of the teams and the individual players.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I definitely agree on that one. Dapper, big PvP master. What do you reckon?
Man, the PvP's matchmaking sucks. Because
it's pretty trash.
That's very true.
It's pretty trash. Yeah.
It's like you either get people trolling you, so you trying to pick a team and they take forever, and then right when the game is about to start, they leave.
Yeah. Right.
Or people, since it's a classic one right now, people see your roster and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to fight this guy." Boom. I guess they get intimidated by my Cyclops, so I don't know. So so it's just I stopped trying to do PvP matchmaking. If I'm feeling like I want to do some PvP, I just hit up Nietzsche. Just question, hey Nietzsche, when's the next PvP tournament?
Right now is
and,
his
most likely it's going to be after this roundtable. He's going to be starting setting it up.
Probably.
Because he can't never say no to it.
He's actually doing it right now.
Yeah, like, yeah, I know, right? But the matchmaking aspect, they were doing good when they had the rewards.
Yep, the milestone.
They took the rewards away. Yeah, the milestone. So nobody runs a PvP.
Yeah, I mean, Pariah did a video where you could really circumvent the whole thing, where you just go in and instantly quit. Finish all the milestones in 10 minutes or something.
12 minutes 48 seconds.
There you go. So I definitely agree. The matchmaking in the game is pretty trash, but definitely the PvP scene, and that's why I'm leaving Nietzsche last because he'll definitely talk about that. But I'll give him a time limit. Crayvis, how are you feeling about the PvP scene in MSF?
I love doing PvP on streams. I also have one of those random selector doohickeys, and we do that with balanced, and it does make it a little bit more fun. With that being said, I have not done a single PvP match since they have opened it. This entire time, it's been that. Primarily because there's no milestones and it's balanced. They don't know how to match. If they would just go back to where you select the team that you want, and then it pairs you with somebody, and sometimes it gets it right, and sometimes you get blown out, I would be much more of a fan. I would probably do it more often if they would do that kind, but not this variety.
I do a lot with friends, and we have a lot of fun, but the matchmaking, it's pretty trash. Lex.
Yeah, lately, I've just been focusing mostly on my account. I really haven't been focusing too much on PvP. Personally, like I agree with Dapper. I think the matchmaking system is horrid. You get matched with people that are at opposite ends of where you're at, and so the matches are just totally one-sided, and it makes it not fun at all. Maybe once in every 10 matches you'll get a good opponent. I don't hate it, and I also agree with Crayvis. I prefer to do it on stream. I don't do it on my own. It's not really something I sit there and do on my own. It is something that I do on stream, and it's fun to do on stream and stuff like that. So,
Goofy.
Yeah. Yeah, PvP is trash, bro. You know how I feel about PvP. It's absolutely a waste of time. Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't mind PvP honestly if it was I'm PvPing you guys, right? Like that's okay. But like if I'm going into PvP and I'm just gonna go against some rando, like it's the worst, man. And I've had people, especially when we were trying to do the milestone, just like you go in and they wait until everything times out. So pretty much basically all they do is just click on PvP and then just sit there and then you're just like, okay, well I'm gonna wait for 12 minutes now before this is done. Like it's horrible. I hate the game mode. I don't like it at all. I think I lost interest in it when they try to force you to do it balanced as opposed to the quick match setting. Yep. That's when I kind of lost my interest. And honestly, my interest is very low before that. So,
Xero.
I'm pretty much like on like the 50-50 side. Well, if they give us an incentive to do it, then I'll do it. But if I'm not getting anything out of it, we're back to the poor people's land of blitzing. So, I mean, like the red stars are doing very well. I think they're giving us in moderation. So that way it's like, oh, like we're expecting more red stars. Give me those. Like, no, they're doing their job. I think they're doing it like the correct way. They're not feeding. They're giving us enough rope to like hang ourselves with it. So it's like, all right, well, they're. I don't know. I don't like PvP. Yeah, it's get that shit out of you.
So.
Damn, Nietzsche's over there just like, damn, you guys.
Nietzsche.
I better make a run for it.
He knows where you live. Nietzsche, give us some good news about PvP. And say that,
Yeah, let's hear some positivity here.
I do have one positive thing, and I bet, I don't know if Nietzsche remembers it, but I was actually in a stream with him when he was PvPing randos, and he got Mobile Gamer twice.
Yeah. Cool.
Just whooped him both times.
Just whooped him.
It was great.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So I do try and snipe streamers. If I see them playing, I'll try and snipe them. And then I fought some pretty big names, just straight up, just
chilling in bed, not watching anything, and just playing. And it's always been fun. Personally, I love PvP. I love the player versus player engagement in any game whatsoever. And I think PvP really revitalized my love for the game. Because I was kind of on that verge of quitting. And it brought back that competitive nature of being better than someone else in an aspect that's not raids or in an aspect that's not war. To me, that was big. I like the milestones because I think it forces people to do it who may not want to do it, and they potentially, not everyone, but they potentially could start to like it or fall in love with it or whatever, like I did.
Yep.
I also think that, I'm also looking forward to a potential future tournament or ranking system with PvP, which I know apparently none of you want.
Whoa. I'm in your camp.
Some of that.
I am looking
Get me
for
wrong.
some sort of competitive ranking system in PvP. I think it'll be great. I think M7 should be eliminated from being able to play. And but I know, right? But yes, that is something I think would be awesome. The matchmaking currently, terrible. Fucking terrible. Sorry, duck quack.
So the truth come out. Come out.
Yeah, I know that I'm playing 10 matches and I'm actually the one quitting because I know they're going to quit. Or I'm just looking for someone with somewhat similar roster. And then occasionally I'll come across them. I fought Lorenzo today, who's an amazing PvPer. I didn't know he had such a good classic roster, and he beat me today. Apparently I beat him the other day too. So it's always fun coming against them. I fought Rimmon, I fought Casino, Mobile Gamer, Dutch, all of those people in randoms, just by chance. Well, Dutch wasn't by chance. I actually tried to get him. But
We were sniping him.
I was sniping him. The other ones I were not sniping, and I got to fight them. And that was awesome.
It was personal.
Without the milestones, I just think it will be a dying game mode in the game. And I do think they need to do the milestones. They need to have some sort of reward. ISOs, I think, are going to be a perfect thing to add to it.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, and I don't like right now this classic mode. I only do it when I'm bored. I'm not, because of how often I have to cancel out. It's not a great game mode without some sort of motivation to do it, and all the good people don't play without the motivation.
Right.
Incentives.
So I came okay, you know, we did the drink game. I came from Star Wars Galaxy Heroes to come back to MSF because of
Oh
PvP.
my god, there it is. There it is.
Good God.
And-
There it is.
Shot.
Who had the over under?
and I
1-0. It's 1-0 so far.
I love PvP. I don't like the matchmaking, but when we do the community hosted, and it's usually done by Nietzsche, he's done some fantastic, absolutely amazing. We've done some amazing community. And sorry, I'm reading the chat. They're all hating on me. We've done some really amazing stuff, and Nietzsche's really done some really good. And I'm talking about these big ones. I mean, he's always running tournaments, and they're great. But yeah, definitely, guys. And the reason I brought this up to the PvP scene is that it's not matchmaking when you're playing on one of these tournaments. That's usually hosted by Nietzsche. Last time, and that's how I actually met a lot of the streamers as well. Like Nietzsche did a streamer one where streamers were talking about, you know, doing their analysis of the match, and then we all came together into one big massive one for the finals. So I definitely recommend, if you're not a huge fan of the matchmaking, which is fair enough, we've already talked to death about what the issues are with that, definitely jump in one of the community ones. It is a different It's like, so we have AFL down there. I love AFL. I love watching it, playing it. I'm not really good at playing it, but I love playing it. And but when you go to a live game, people won't watch it on TV, but I've taken people to live games and they love it. It's the same sort of concept here. I love balance too, because like I can actually verse Nietzsche in balance. If we did classic, I just don't have the TCP. So I actually really do love that. And I hope they keep doing that. And I definitely hope that they bring out those milestones. And as you said, Nietzsche, I think ISO is a really good one there. Anyway, so this is going to wrap up the main topic. We're now going to go in the Q&A section. So guys, send out those Q&As, questions to the troop. Whether you want to do it to a person, whether you want to do it to everyone, let us know. And yeah, any questions at all? And then there was silence. Where's that cricket noise? I did see there was a question on chat, and
oh yeah, bloody blah.
I got it. Somebody wanted me to bring up the challenge tiers. Challenge tiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to take on that one?
Oh, I do. Oh, I'm gonna take it. Oh man. So we see it, right? We see it. The last four, right? The last four, it's the same T2. It's the same T3. The only difference is you get 1 plus T4 every time. And I was yelling about it because I'm like, okay, well, now this is kind of dumb because, we're getting more T4s. Only one, for people that are like in Nietzsche's area or my area or like Dapper's area or Goofy, Pariah, Mendog, all these guys. Mm-hmm. If you go and do a boss node on U7, you get 1 T4. So it really doesn't make a difference. Now they either bump up the T3s and the T2 to 100 or 50 or something like that. It's all 25 until tier 11. Tier 11's when it starts, and it just continues the same thing over and over again. And that's what I caught that on stream when they released it. And I'm like, this doesn't really make a difference. I make these 15 T4s in one war battle, whether I win or lose. So it doesn't make a difference. So this needs to get fixed. Now, the flip side is that now we get dark dimension stuff in the what is it? The what's it called? For the blitz credits, not the blitz credits, but the blitz energy. Yeah, so we're getting all that good stuff right there. And Dark Dimension, refreshes, we've been playing this for a hot minute, and they've never released anything to buy any of that. At least I didn't know. They didn't release any of that to buy that or earn it, but now they're giving us a way to earn it. So now it's like, all right, they're helping the wallet out without us having to pay for cord. Everything else, I'm not too concerned about. Those are the two main ones that I want to talk about. Everything else, whatever.
So a bit of an addition to that. How's everyone going with the edition? Was it 13, 14? Has everyone been able to easily clear them, or are they having some issues?
I'm not there yet.
It's easy.
I can clear them, but I can't respawn
them all already.
I'm on tier 10 on all of them, and I'm kind of stuck right there right now. So,
Pariah, you were saying something?
I found 11
I auto attacked all three star all of them already.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
No, not really. I was hoping it was going to be DD3 hard, not DD1 hard. But my TCP is also a lot different than some of you. So for a younger account, even say a 5 million account, it's going to be, you're going to have to think. You're not going to have every single character to choose from that they allow. There is some. It can be tricky. A couple of those, you have to kill these 4 people when they taunt like crazy. It can be kind of difficult, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else having any strong opinions on it, or we'll move to the next question?
Nope, next question.
Cool. Next question, Lex.
All right, so let's see. Challenge tiers. Okay, so Sage says, I'm honestly, this is only me. Alpha Team, Legendaries Unlock, Apocalypse 3 and 4, Horse, or maybe, okay. I thought that was a question because there's a...
I thought it was too.
Yeah, I thought it was a question.
There's a question mark at the end of it.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a question.
That makes
The
sense.
question was who will be the next Alpha
Who will be the
team where
next Alpha
Legendary
team?
unlocks Legendary? Apocalypse and Four Horsemen? Professor X and the X-Men?
Well, we
Is the
already have the
question.
Horsemen,
Talking about
except for
Black Order.
Archangel. That's all we're missing is Archangel.
Right. Do you think there's going to be a Legendary that unlocks somebody, though?
I hope Apocalypse looks like Nietzsche
Like maybe
in
you
the
might need
game.
Doc Ock for it?
Well, and the problem with the Horsemen is that takes Psylocke off of the X-Men. So then, or the X-Men team, right?
So
With-
that's if they go the movie
that
way.
moved her to the
Four
Brawlers.
Horsemen,
The
my
X-Men
friend.
have Wolverine, who's nowhere right
Psylocke
now.
is
He sucks,
sexy
though.
as fuck with Miss Marvel and some Brawlers, though.
Yeah.
Another cleanse over there, too?
We'll bring Jubilee and
Just
Gambit
you bring
and
Jubilee
Iceman.
if you need a VCR
Gambit and
destroyed. That's the
Rogue.
only time you bring Jubilee.
You gotta
We
get
want
Gambit in, man.
Gambit and Rogue
Gambit
and
and Rogue.
Professor
I want
X.
that.
I mean, come on. Where is Professor X, dude?
I want
So-
that
Hey,
Gambit Rogue thing.
Silver Surfer.
Well, this is in rumors.
Silver
central,
Surfer
but
will
I
be
thought
Fantastic Four.
Apocalypse and the Four Horsemen was the next
Mhm.
Alpha team, was rumored. So hopefully Four Horsemen. Lex,
Got you
I think
saved.
you're referencing the movie Four Horsemen, so that's Magneto, Archangel.
Magneto, Psylocke,
Storm and
Archangel,
That's not from the show.
and
That's not from the comics,
Storm
no.
too from the movie. Yeah, I don't know if it's different in the comic universe though.
Yeah, it is different. So there'd be a whole new team there involved there. I would like to see Apocalypse and his Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Bigby has
Well,
a
the
question.
game's based
specifically
more
for you,
around the
Lex.
comic universe, I guess. So
So was that Nietzsche?
I was saying Bitby has a question specifically aimed at Lex. What team would you like to see come to the game to take the throne from BO?
me,
Yeah,
for,
that's
to
where
take
it's aimed
from
at.
Black Order. Man, I'm hoping the Eternals come to the game, dude,
Mm-hmm.
and they just wreck house on everybody. That's what I'm hoping.
So
I
when
wanna
you
see
say
the
the
Eternals.
Eternals, what?
Everybody
what five?
except for Crayvis.
Well, so if we're going with the comic versions, you're gonna have, let's see,
He's got to look it
the
up.
Black Knight,
Yeah.
Kingo, Icarus, and Sentry. I want to see Sentry, dude.
Century. I don't
Yeah,
really know too
Century.
much about the Eternals. There is a movie coming out. I believe the first
Yeah.
one here was that Black
Yeah,
Knight Legendary.
2021. 2021.
So, apparently in the chat, Underdog's telling us Gambit Rogue, War Defense, FYI. So there you go, a bit of rumor mill there.
And in response to that, I will give you a vomit sound. Because I hate it. I want to use them. Don't make me put them on defense. I won't do it. I'll use them anyway.
Just say war. Just say war. Don't say defense or offense.
That's
Just
right,
say
Goofy,
war.
that's right.
Yeah, I'd love that. Center's in
I'm
the
hoping they-
chat.
I'm hoping they bring in a 2099 team.
Oh, like Spider-Man, Thor.
That would be
that
cool.
kind of one?
Spider-Man,
That would be
Punisher, Doom, all the
Doom.
2099 characters.
Yeah.
I would
Wow,
be down
dude.
with that. That would be awesome. So what would the five, Brian, what would your five be for that? So you mentioned Doom, Punisher, Spider-Man. Who are the other two to fill that team out?
Doom, Punisher, Spider-Man. There was an X-Men as part of the 2099,
Mm-hmm.
and I do not remember the fifth.
There's a
Mean,
few
it's
of them.
Mean Streak. That's
You
it
got
says
blood.
is
You got
one of them.
Bloodhawk. Dang it.
There's a couple of cool characters from 2099. I'd be down with that.
There's a 2099 Hulk. There's a
Yeah, there's
2099
a Ghost
Captain
Rider, a
America,
Hulk.
Wolverine, Punisher, yeah, Thor, Iron Man, all of them.
Was it Fantastic Four kind of like a 2099 thing too? But
They have a Fantastic Four 2099, yeah.
So the real question is when is Black Widow's movie gonna drop, and when are those characters gonna drop along with that?
June of 2021.
2021, yeah, it's going to be a big year for Marvel again.
I think it's going to be a big year for movies because I think a lot of the movies have been pushed back because of obviously COVID.
That's if any theaters can survive until then.
That's why I have Disney Plus, man. Just watching on Disney Plus.
but then you get the, what is it? I think Mulan came out for like $30. I was like, whoa.
Bullshit.
This is why I have Disney Plus. That's why I have Disney Plus, baby. That's why I have Disney Plus. Get that out of here, bro.
Right? There you go.
Get the hell
That's
out
what I'm
of here.
saying, bro. That's why I have Disney Plus, bro.
All right, we got one more question before we do the wrap up. Lex, you got one more question for us?
Let's see. So Slick Trick Rick says, how do we feel about the symbiotes? How do you guys feel about symbiote? Oh, symbiote Spider-Man, maybe?
Probably
No,
just
symbiotes
as-
in general.
I think that's the whole team.
Like the
Or
team.
probably the whole team. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just
I like
do a
them.
quick sentence prior.
I like them. On paper, they look like they're going to be able to beat most teams, including Black Order, but until they're actually out and find out, who knows?
Mm-hmm. Dapper.
We have
I like
one more too after this. Sorry, guys.
I love them because not only they have good animations and good graphics, but they're already broken as 3 characters, and now you're gonna compete them. So I don't have to really now try to do Dark Dimension 3. I can just auto it. I can auto my raids. I'm already autoing my raids with the symbiotes and Captain Marvel, and I'm doing U7 difficulty 5.
Yeah, nice. Crayvis.
I am absolutely in love with them as they stand. There is currently no fewer than like 10 characters you can slot in that work just perfectly. But once they get that last piece, as long as he's not slower than like Drax or Groot, and he can pull that blind, you're gonna get rid of the problems that you have with teams like Brotherhood and Mercs and things like that too. So I think they're gonna be something pretty sweet.
Yeah, nice. Lex.
Yeah, I love the symbiotes. I think they're great, man. They're actually, I used 2 of them in my DD2 team, Carnage and Symbiote. They work wonderfully together. I can only imagine once they're all 5 put together, they're gonna be I wouldn't say like beating Black Order team, but they're gonna be a team to contend with, most definitely.
Top 3 war offense, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're going to be a very strong team. You know, I mean, obviously, I think Scream unfortunately does really need Anti-Venom the most, just because of her lack of health. I think that's the biggest drawback to her. But you know, one of the things that I'm noticing with Anti-Venom is that he is a pretty fast character. I think his base speed is like 116. So you know, imagine. I think he's going to be a key kind of healer on that. You know, debuff clear, things like that. I mean, I think his speed is going to be really big and is going to make that team formidable.
Yeah. Nietzsche.
So, I mean, I pretty much agree with all of them. Goofy hit it on the part. If his speed is 116, he's definitely going to be viable. He's going to be that niche for doing those dispels. You're going to have that res, which is going to be huge. To be able to resurrect one of your symbiote allies. They're going to be an auto fight team on U7. From a PvP aspect, I don't know if he's going to be a make or break it. It is going to be hard to not have, if you want Anti-Venom and you're not willing to ban Anti-Venom, it's going to be hard not to have another symbiote. And therefore there's a res for that symbiote. Yeah. So I do think he's going to be viable, and I think he's going to be good. I don't know if he'll be a game breaker, though.
And Xero.
Absolutely.
Delicious.
Magically delicious.
Yeah, look, Yeah, I agree with everything. I think they were a great team. Love Symbiote Spider-Man, probably my favorite character. So yeah, happy with that. You said you had one more question, Lex?
Yeah, so we had a question from the underdog. He says he wants to know if let me make sure I say it right. He wants to know if people are using Namor on war in different war teams. Has anyone been trying Namor in different war teams?
I've not.
I haven't.
No, sir. No. I am about to unlock Invisible Woman, so
Well, let me tell you, I have leveled my Namor from level 12 to level like 32 or some crap, because that's about how much extra gold I had, and I needed to hit an MM milestone. And I was like, we're gonna have to start working on this at some point. But I've not yet found any shield idiots to throw them at on a war. But if I do, I promise I will let you know how he functions, if you care.
All right, guys, that will wrap us up. We're just gonna go through any lasting comments. Obviously, our special guest Pariah, do you have anything to say?
Oh, just thank you for letting me be here. Great time, great show. Love the game. Keep playing, even though there's some negative stuff about it. I still haven't stopped. 920 days, and tomorrow will be 921.
Hot damn.
nice.
Hot damn. Dapper.
Yeah, just well harder, I guess.
Well,
That's Dapper's advice.
Poor people, stop being poor.
Winning advice.
Crayvis, any lasting comments?
All right. Now this is gonna be a little bit weird. All right, but on the Crayvis stream, we got some torture music. Now, I'm gonna preface this by telling each and every one of you that you don't want to hear this. This is not something that you need to go out and look for and do to yourself. But one of the songs that was played as a torture song in my stream was the Wiggles rendition of just some BS song. I did Dorothy the Dinosaur, I think it was. First, slowed down, then sped up. No, sped up, and then it was slowed down, and then it was played in reverse. And as it pertains to listening to torture music, that was the most exciting 8 minutes and 37 seconds of my life. Like, I was dancing along. It was the greatest thing I'd ever heard. But again, please don't subject yourself to this. That's my closing thoughts.
Lex.
Yeah, I guess my closing comments would just be to newer players, man. Just stay tough, keep that grind going, don't give up, don't quit, keep pushing forward. If you can't whale, hoard your resources. And yeah, thanks for coming, you guys. Much love.
Goofy.
Sorry, man. Xero threw me.
He's getting ready for his speech.
No, well, the real. It's a fun game, man. I enjoy it. Obviously, if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out to either one of us. We're all available. We stream on Twitch throughout the week, so make sure that you guys connect with us. Thank you so much, Pariah, for being on. Absolutely a pleasure, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
And also, thank you to you guys, too, as well, who continue to watch and continue to support. Really appreciate the heck out of you guys. Thank you so much.
Nietzsche.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for coming out and watching. Thanks, Pariah, for being our special guest. You're fucking awesome, or quacking awesome. And
so close.
I always thought it was gonna be Crayvis.
He's been the best of all of us.
I know, right? So I should probably shut up right now, but subscribe to Mendogs' channel right here.
All right, Xero.
Okay.
Your turn, buddy.
So, for the last thing, right? Okay, so this week, well, whenever Anti-Venom drops, I'm still doing the subscriber for Twitch, so that way you can be entered inside to get the one offer of Anti-Venom, or anti, everyone's got their flavor of Kool-Aid they like it. I don't know. I've been getting a lot of issues with, like, it's anti, no, it's anti, no, it's anti. I'm like, okay, nobody cares.
Anti-Venom sends me a birthday card this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when this goes up on YouTube, I'm gonna be checking, and if there's a dislike, I'm coming for you, and I know exactly who you are.
Every single YouTube, I always put that as its own little thing. Guys, thank you very much for coming out and watching us. We do this every Friday night. So Thursday, I always start with Sage. We can give him a shout out with DJ Blitz, and then you've got your Friday nights hang out with us in the MSF Roundtable. Pariah, thank you very much for coming on. Really appreciate it. It's always good connecting with the community, and that's kind of why the show exists, right? To obviously show other streamers, but also just trying to build that community up. And you guys are so great. Thanks to the MSF crew. This couldn't be done without you, and I really appreciate it. And me and Lex were having a laugh the other day. It's like, I guarantee everyone says, yeah, we'll do it. And then 2 weeks later, and yeah, look, 7 weeks later, and we're planning until, mid-November. So guys, if you guys do want to jump in on this, you don't have to be a streamer to be part of the show as a special guest. If you just, want to be on the show, obviously you have to play MSF. It'd be a bit weird if you didn't. You don't have to.
Maybe stab a few of us in an Among Us stream or something like that. I mean, you can come in for that too.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff.
Look a little sus.
Yeah, he comes in.
It's always Xero. It's always Xero, and then Crayvis. But yeah,
I was in engineering doing tasks.
I saw Xero vent.
Definitely my day.
I was in engineering looking for whatever button was the kill button. I mean, doing tasks.
So guys, that wraps up this week's show. As I said, we've got Trav next week. It's going to be an absolute blast. And we stay tuned though, guys, because we're going to be doing the after party. The camera's off. Crayvis goes on his little swearing. So anyway, guys, thanks very much for jumping in. Thank you, YouTube. And yeah, take it easy, guys. Cheers.